Hello everyone, I'm Pacchia and this is Bloomberg Law on Demand. My guest today is the one and only Stuart Saft. He is the chair of the real estate department at law firm Dewey LeBoeuf based here in New York City. And today we're going to be taking a look at real estate in general and the mortgage lending markets, the residential overhang. It's a big segment of the national economy. I guess we have to talk about the GSEs, Fannie and Freddie.
Yes.
What's happening there?
Nothing.
Seems to be just drifting sideways.
It's hard for politicians, government officials to make decisions because they frequently are afraid to make a mistake. And they also worry about the law of unintended consequences. So whenever you have a situation similar to where we are now, things drift until a solution seems to find a consensus because nobody wants to make a mistake. This is particularly difficult situation because you can't have a recovery until you make a decision about Fannie and Freddie.
What needs to be done here?
A decision has to be made. I had a proposal that's being considered by the Congressional Committee, in point of fact, to take the role that Fannie and Freddie played and create 12 cooperatives in different parts of the country, each in the same geographical area consisting of the same geographical area as the Federal Reserve banks. And each cooperative would consist of all of the lending institutions in that community, and they would be responsible for buying the loans from housing in that community, and then there would be a master cooperative that would securitize and sell off these loans. The difference with the previous system, when you only had a single Fannie and Freddie, is that none of these 12 cooperatives would be too big to fail.
What should the government's stance on guaranteeing these obligations be? Lots of debate. It seems to be a highly politicized question.
That is a fabulous question, and I think that the government really shouldn't be in the business of making certain that these loans are there. I think the implicit or explicit government guarantee is part of what created the problem. Before the government took over Fannie and Freddie in 2008, there was this belief that the federal government had in fact guaranteed Fannie and Freddie's debt, when in fact they didn't. But the market was so certain that they had, that the rates on Fannie and Freddie's paper were similar to the rates on government paper. So people didn't read the real risk of what buying Fannie and Freddie's paper consisted of because of this belief that there was a guarantee. And I think that guarantee is what made Fannie and Freddie sloppy. I think if you didn't have the guarantee and you had a non-governmental bureau or bureaus running this, they would be required to be far more prudential in making their lending decision.